It's apple picking season on Delmarva, and we have some beautiful ones in the DelmarvaLife kitchen today. And guess what? We're turning them into something called Puffy apple pancakes.
Made her say it this time. Chief of Community Relations with the Delaware Department of Agriculture, Stacy Hoffman, is here with us to show us how it's done.
Yes.
This, I mean, just sounds good.
Yeah, it really does.
It's a change of a pancake. It's, you know, not your traditional, but it's enough in one pie plate to feed 4 and have some healthy food to go along with your breakfast. And so with our brown sugar and our butter, there's no need for syrup. We'll just enjoy the apples.
Okay,
yeah.
well, I say we get started. The sooner we make it, the sooner we eat it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we have already in our pan heated up 2 tablespoons of butter. So you want to brush that.
Okay.
And then you're going to mix,
just brush it around
it and get it on the
on
wall.
the sides.
So
Oh,
it puffs
okay.
up. And Jimmy, while Lisa's doing that, if you want to crack your eggs,
Okay.
you need 2 eggs in there.
In here? Does it matter? Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. This is a nice little handy silicone brush here.
Yep.
All right.
And then we're going to, oops, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Let's put it out.
You know, I'm assuming you wanted the yolk in here.
Everything
Okay,
except
good.
the shell.
Except the yolk. Okay.
And I'm putting that in here.
In there because
Yeah.
we're going to mix that with
We're gonna
cinnamon.
mix it with the cinnamon. Oh, this is the sweet.
What am I doing with my eggs?
So go ahead and beat your eggs,
Beating them up.
Okay.
nice and fluffy. And then half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So we're using Fuji apples. You could do Gala apples. I went down to T.S. Smith's and we've picked up some apples from Bridgeville, and we're going to use those today. A little softer apple, nice eating apple, but
And
works well in here.
And they're Delaware grown.
And they're Delaware grown.
Yes.
That's important.
All right, we're going to add milk to me. There's a half a cup of
Okay,
milk.
so do I kind of
sprinkle it, mix it?
I mix it together?
Yep. And
And then I'm
sprinkle it.
going to sprinkle it just around the pan.
Yes.
The pie plate, pie pan, it's glass, so it's like.
Well, and it gives you the opportunity to see it when it's done, and you go to flip it over and see it just ooze off.
I like the
go
way you
ahead.
do
All right,
things
so I'm
here.
just going to sprinkle that in
Add
there.
that in there.
Yeah.
We're going to mix a half a cup of flour.
Thank you for measuring these already, because you've seen me measure before.
There we go. How's that?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
So we've got our apple.
Yeah. And this is a nice little device here.
It is. It's an apple peeler core because I don't like to try and get the core out. And depends on the hardness of the apple, how well it'll go.
Here,
So
yeah.
Yep, you got to hold them down. And it's
It's a very juicy apple.
apple juice.
Oh my.
I'll tell you, when I do this, it calls the kids into the kitchen because they
Well,
want
let bring me in.
So
Look at this, Jimmy.
See, I'll be nibbling on that for the rest of
all edible.
the evening. Yes, that's mine.
edible.
I'm claiming it.
And we have our core.
And there we go. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, so what are we going to do with that?
So we are going to take, I always take off.
I'm going to move this so
Sure.
that we can see what you're
Perfect.
doing there.
So we've cored that. We're just going to put it in half.
How easy is that?
And then we're just going to lay it around.
Lay it around. Does it have to be in a pattern or anything?
I do
or-
have her. I sort of like the moon shape
the moon
of a
shape?
pie.
Yeah.
All right,
And
I think I
then
got
we
the
need-
lumps out.
We're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now I didn't measure this out for you, but
Are you going to make me measure it anyway?
I am going to make you
Sure
measure
you
it.
are.
All right, well, we're going to continue to put this together, and he's going to continue to measure, and then we're going to come back and finish it up. DelmarvaLife. We'll be right back.
That's ish. Does that count?
We are back in the DelmarvaLife kitchen today, where we are putting the finishing touches on our Puffy apple pancakes. This is Stacy Hoffman. She is with the Delaware Department of Agriculture, and so far we've prepped everything in the pie pan with apples and the cinnamon crumble.
Yep.
And then Jimmy made the spatter.
I
You
whisked it.
made the batter. You
whisked
whisked
it.
it all together,
Beat
and
the
we
tar
are
out of
just
it.
Pour that on top.
pour it over.
And it takes no time. Now you're gonna actually put this in the oven?
We are going to put it in the oven.
At what temperature?
400 degrees. And if you have a convection oven, you'd want to put it 25 degrees.
25 degrees for about how long?
We put it in for 30 to 35 minutes until you see it puffed up and golden brown.
And golden brown. Oh, okay.
So we'll put that in.
All right. And of course our oven It's a magic oven.
It is.
We have the magic oven.
Weird.
All right, here we go.
Now, we have to explain, it should be a little puffier than what you're going to see here, right? Because we kind of, it's been sitting here waiting for us.
How long in the oven, you said?
30 to 35 minutes.
So then obviously you had one for us because we didn't have 30 minutes left in the show.
Right.
Right, right. And if you would like the recipe, all you need to do is send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland, 21801, or you can find the recipe on our website. That's DelmarvaLife.com. Click on What's Happening Today. And I tell you what's happening with Delaware grown these days. That, of course, apples.
Apples.
How's everything looking?
Very good. We're having a really good apple season. People are out picking in the orchards, and we have 15 farms in Delaware that actually grow apples.
Wow.
But 4 major orchards.
That's nice.
And so it's a great time to get out with your family and experience the apple orchard in the fall time with your family. So let's get your forks. It's a little bit warm, so be careful.
Now, I'm not pointing anything out that she gave me more than she did you, Lisa, but I was just saying.
Well,
Thank you for
like to
doing
eat.
this. I do.
A lot.
And I'm old. But, you know, other than that, everything's great. This, and Lisa was pointing out how easy this is and how delicious it turns out. Oh, yeah. Huh? Yeah?
So
That's good stuff.
Could be breakfast tomorrow, could be dinner tonight, you know.
Or it could be all of the above. I could eat this 3 times a day.
It's really fantastic. My goodness.